build the best grid of awareness we possibly can. That is our role.
And then to encourage the client, because they might not believe they know where this power spot is.
That's right.
But there's a lot of encouragement where you can just say, you'll find it, just
stay
put
with
your
it.
attention to it until you find it.
That's right. And that brings up such a great point, is a shaman is a way shower. They illuminate the light of the path. The shaman goes before to illuminate and allow the other person to say, come on, it's okay.
What you're doing is creating a safe space for them to experience themselves.
Absolutely. That is the key role. If you get nothing else out of this class, that's the key role. So they move themselves into that place that is most powerful for them. The second thing I would do is, who wants the obstacle in their grid? Remove it. Ask them to remove it. And when they do, they will feel physically something being removed. It'll just uplift. I don't know if you've paid attention or you can start to feel it. It's very subtle. But as soon as I moved that, Smitty started getting goosebumps. Because I removed the obstacle out of the person who's looking for a new job out of their grid.
I moved the one out of the throw I made,
Yes, yes.
and I got goosebumps.
It's visceral.
And even if you don't feel it,
It's there.
know
It's still
that it
there.
is so. Know that it's so, because I don't sense, but I know when they pick that up and they pull it off, that there's an energetic shift that's happened.
Right. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a firm believer of ease and grace. Let's get some divinity into this. I need my new job. And I would really like PTO to be a little bit closer to me. Personal time off, vacation, dollars. I want the good boss. I want to be able to find the great team. I really need the commute to be good. I forgot what, this is why we write down these things. All of these were all positive. And then the alignments, let's say that I really want it to be found by the person and I don't want to do it by the job boards. You can kind of move that off to the side. The things that are close together, again, are communicating with one another. But if you don't want to go through finding it through the job boards and you really want that friend to recommend you for that new job, move that friend in closer. And maybe make the alignment of the job boards to be something that I can access, but it doesn't have to be touching me. Does that make sense?
I noticed you had a stone, you mentioned a stone for the old job and a new job. So what do you?
Old job. That's right. That is old job. What do I do with the old job?
Yeah.
I leave it by me because I'd rather find a job when I have a job than being out of work and looking for a new job. So I'll keep that close to me. Like, I still want this old job to support me, so I might put it in a support position. And as the person starts arranging how they want their heart's desire to be, they'll know if that old job, if it's supporting them, it doesn't feel right. Have them move it over here, and it's like, well, if we just move it off to the side, does that feel better? And they'll feel it, or they'll sense it, or they'll know it intuitively, or even visually. However they get to that conclusion, let them move themselves into the conclusion that this is optimized for them. More often than not, it's something that's visceral. They'll feel it. So I keep the old job because it's paying the bills. But I really am going to bring in that new job with ease and grace. And I might put the new job and the money and me and ease and grace, I might stack them. I might just be so doggone clear that I really want this to manifest. And I'm going to put that all together as just as smushy as I could possibly be. Yes, new money, new boss, great team, ease and grace. I want everybody to be talking to one another. And then I would give it a blessing. So I like to work with the angels and the guides and the ancestors. I have relationships with them. And I would bring forth the highest level of divinity that I possibly could from whatever my belief system is. It might be that my belief system is just, I've moved into a place of awareness. I am given authority because I am a divine being of light and I know it, and everyone else is a divine being of light and I know that to be so too. So the state of namaste, the God in me recognizes the God in you, and in this place we are one. That is authority. But you can get a boost. I could bring in the archangels. I could bring in the master guides. I can bring in who I am affiliated with that fills my heart with joy and ask them to join this spot, this time, this moment, and give it a blessing. And as I raised up my hands and gave it a blessing, I would close my eyes, and from my heart, I would bless this to be optimized in the highest good for all concerned. And then I would release it. And as I release it, I drop the grid. And you can feel the energy move when you drop the grid and you just start becoming casual with one another. It is a different state. So that's the instruction of it. I wanted to give time to make sure that everybody could pair off and do one for one another quickly. Like pick something that's quick for one another to do, and see then if you have any questions. Yes.
How do you do it when you have two options that you can't decide between? Like, say you have two job offers.
Two job offers. I would name it, and I would find what could be differentiating between the two. One's a little bit closer to home, one has more money. I would start finding a way of making them, because no two things are equal. There's always something that's slightly different about the two. So what makes it common is I have two job offers, but are they really equal? Are they exact same pay? Well, then how are the bosses? Do you like one boss more than the other? Is one commute farther than the other? Did you just intuitively like one person or the team better in one than the other? So as much as I can, I help the person differentiate. This is a differentiation tool. That's my biggest encouragement, is really move into differentiation.
So you would pick a stone for each of those
I would do
jobs
it.
and then see where the rest falls in place?
And if one one was by ease and grace and one was by the obstacle, that really just starts talking, doesn't it? And that's what you start seeing is truth. Like, what is best for me? Well, clearly that job by the obstacle might not be so good, and it seemed equal. Any other questions before we pair up? Did I go too fast?
No, perfect.
No?
No, you've gotten really good at this.
All right, so pair up whoever you're sitting next to.